Hey, this is Joe from Sigma, and you're watching the AU Review.
Well, welcome back to Australia. How long has it been since you were last here?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Probably about a year or so, I think. Yeah, I think that was the last time I came around.
So about the same time, do you normally come in the winter when we're... Not that this is kind of winter for you, but...
No, I think last time I came was, winter time, but it's not like specifically what we planned to do. It's just kind of turned out that way. But we don't, because obviously there's two of us in Sigma. We usually travel separately. So I think the time before last, Cam came, and I think he came when it was like peak of summer, and they did like a few festivals and stuff like around kind of New Year. So that was cool.
Fantastic. So it's just you here?
Just me, yeah.
You're not travelling so you don't normally travel as a duo?
No, not at all. Usually travel separately.
So that way you can cover two shows same night?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's definitely the best way to do it. Yeah.
Fair enough. So where's he right now?
He's in Ibiza. Playing at Amnesia tonight. So that should be fun, yeah.
There you go. So you're always making sure that all bases are covered.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's good as well because like we spend a lot of time with each other in the studio. So to kind of get your weekends away. Otherwise, you would literally just spend all your time with each other. Yeah. So to kind of split up at the weekends, it's good.
Do you ever perform together?
Occasionally, yeah. We have been more so recently in the UK for like some of the bigger festivals and stuff, which is fun. But yeah.
Does that add to the dynamic of the show? I mean, how does that change things when you've got two of you up there?
There's probably more hands in the air. That's probably just about it, really. I think a lot of, because we play obviously a lot of our own stuff. So it doesn't really make that much difference as to who's playing, because it's the majority of it's our own tracks. But yeah, I guess it could be more hyped because there's two of us jumping around and stuff and getting involved. So yeah,
one of you can spray champagne over the crowd or
throw cakes at people.
Let's talk about the year you've had. You guys have. I mean, you must be pretty amazed by how much things have taken off with the single and going #1 and all those sorts of things. That for something that started out as just a thing on the side that you were throwing into shows.
Yeah, of course, yeah, and it's just been such a crazy kind of curve in terms of like success and the way it's all turned out. And yeah, because initially we just didn't think anything of it, gave it away for free, and it all just spiraled from there. And yeah, I mean, like it's great because we're playing like bigger shows and obviously got kind of attracting like a wider audience. But I mean, essentially, not really that much has changed in terms of what we do. We still just work every day in the studio, and we go and do gigs at the weekend. It's just the gigs are slightly bigger, and we're just reaching a wider audience.
So when you go in to kind of remix a track or make a new track, is there always the intention that let's just throw this into the live space and then take it from there? Do you ever go in and go, let's make this a single or anything like that?
No, not at all. We just make music, and and if it works to be the single, then that's great. And if not, it's just another track that potentially we can listen to or put on an album or something.
There you go. And I imagine you've worked your way into a lot of mix. Do you even call them mixed CDs anymore?
Mixed CDs. Yeah, I think we've had a few tracks on some compilations, and
that's the word I was looking for. I wanted to say mixtape, but then I don't know.
Yeah, they were like the Ministry ones. And there's a bunch of other ones that they've been on, which is quite cool. Yeah.
So in the kind of early period, getting onto those sorts of compilations, was that really where you felt that people started to know the name? I mean, what were the first indications, I guess, that people were listening and paying attention outside of the club?
Well, it all just depends on what kind of level you're talking. Like our first initial success was when like the big drum and bass DJs first started playing our tracks and going out to raves, and you'd hear your tune 5 times in a night, and you'd be like, wow, that was kind of one step. And at that time, that felt massive. But then obviously, like relatively to what's happened now, that feels like a drop in the ocean. Do you know what I mean? But I guess it's all just relative to where you're at and where your mindset's at. But yeah, I mean, I guess like the first big success in terms of like in the past year or so, there's a track called Rude Boy that came out just before Nobody to Love, and that got onto the playlist on Radio 1, which was quite a big milestone for us. And the fact that the track is quite an underground track and it's got like a real kind of rootsy UK thing to it, that was great. And I think that was one of the reasons why Nobody to Love did do so well, because it's almost like, in terms of radio, we'd had that one track slightly before that had been on the playlist that cemented us as like kind of raw UK artists, you know what I mean? Because I think if we'd have just done that Nobody to Love thing straight away, they might not have taken to it. Because there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through with radio and stuff, do you know what I mean? And yeah, that was a big part. But
and you mentioned you just gave away for free at the beginning, but then I imagine when that changed, it was good to have a record label behind you, because the amount of writers that are on that track.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, completely, like, it would never have been anything that we would have even thought would have happened, do you know what I mean? And obviously because it was quite recent that the actual original Kanye track came out. Not that sample was even from the Kanye. He just took that from something else anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's like a sample of a sample recreated. So it's, yeah, but yeah. I mean, I guess it's great to have a great team of people around you. Like the label, they're really supportive, and they just got fully behind it, which was nice. And yeah, it just went all out.
It is strange that you have to credit Kanye West for a song that he didn't actually. Well, that sample he never wrote. It was Charlie, and then
Charlie Wilson.
Then you had a different vocalist and all that.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, like, I guess for us, it was obviously Kanye that highlighted the sample.
Yeah.
It wasn't. We didn't really use any of Kanye's bits. It was just that hook, which we really liked, and yeah, it just kind of worked, I guess.
The fun world of it all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you're kicking off your tour tonight in Sydney, and it's a pretty substantial tour around the country. Are you looking forward to any particular shows?
Yeah, I mean, obviously tonight should be good. It's quite a small venue, but it's good because it's very intimate. Do you know what I mean? And like, it's always a great vibe there. I've played it like twice before. And yeah, Melbourne's always good. I think they've upscaled the venue actually, because we usually play at, I can't remember the name of it. It's the one that's upstairs, that one. But we're playing somewhere else, so that should be cool. And yeah, Perth. That's just amazing for drum and bass. It's like, yeah, one of the biggest kind of drum and bass scenes in terms of like the population anywhere in the world. So that should be great.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think that comes down to? It's isolation? Do you think that there's something... Because I know that drum and bass is quite popular in certain parts of Asia as well that are normally cut off from other genres.
Yeah, I honestly, I would not be able to tell you. I don't know. It's just always had a really strong scene. I remember the first time I came out here, I was playing at a club called Metro City, which is like massive. And like I was playing with like a few other DJs, but in the UK, you probably would have had 200 people at that event, and there was like 2,000 there. I was like, wow. This is insane.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So after Australia, what's next? What's next for you? Where do you go to next?
Yeah, just more touring. Obviously, just a lot of stuff in Europe. I think we've got a few dates in America. I've got something in Mexico next month, which should be nice because I think it kind of lines up with a few other bits that we're going to do out there. But yeah, just also obviously promoting the next single, which is it's online at the moment, but it's not coming out until September. So yeah, just doing all this stuff as well. Yeah.
Do you want to plug the single a little bit?
Oh yeah. The single's called Changing, featuring Paloma Faith, obviously a great vocalist. Yeah, and I think it comes out on September the 12th. So yeah, check it out on YouTube and go and pre-order a copy.
There you go. Well, really appreciate your time, and maybe we'll even get a chance to sort of make a bit of music while you're here.
Oh yeah, well hopefully, you never know. I've got my laptop, so yeah, maybe a hotel room after a night out, completely wasted, throw a few beats down. Should be good.
Will you have to Skype the other half in Ibiza? See who likes what bit.
Oh no, we just throw it together separately and just see what comes of it.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Well, mate, really appreciate your time today.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Cheers. No worries.